my channel, and for the people who looked at my channel before, welcome back. I'm Chris, the travel maniac. I'm about to say travel OG, but no, I'm the travel maniac. And today we are heading to Chicago. Yes, it's day one of my birthday trip. I am 35 today. Yay. So we're about to head out now. We have a flight to catch that is in a few hours from now, but you know, we're dealing with the world's busiest airport, and this is the holiday season. This is the holidays, 4th of July holiday, so airports are pretty busy. So we're gonna be there, we're gonna get there early as possible and sit there, have our time to relax before we board this bird. And yeah, we'll show you the sights and sounds and everything in between of what Chicago has to offer. So stay tuned with the complete rundown of how everything went on today. It's just gonna be something simple today. Once we fly in, we're gonna go to a baseball game, then go back to the hotel room, call it a day. So keep it locked here, and hopefully you enjoy this video. And this is my outfit for the airport. It's just something simple, all black with my Falcon Crocs since I forgot my Nike slides. But yeah, we're going through the airport VIP style. So, and I meant VIP style, I meant TSA pre-check. We have made it to the airport. We are waiting on our flight to get here. It's coming in from Indianapolis. Should be in like the next almost 30 minutes from now. Of course, you can't come to the airport without getting your fix at Starbucks. So that's what I'm about to get. And yeah, pretty busy here in Atlanta airport as usual. Of course, it's the holidays, everybody's traveling out for that. Landing at Midway, I heard it could be a bit rough because it's a short runway, so, but it should be fun. All right, we will catch up with y'all once we get settled in Chicago. Finally, after a very eventful flight, and after that eventful flight, and then getting here with traffic and everything else in between, we are finally settled in. We have landed around about, well, first of all, we was a little bit late. We were late leaving the gate from Atlanta because of a maintenance issue. Came here, landed in Chicago, get to the gate, the jet bridge don't work. So I had to go to another gate, and then get into the airport. Ride share was a hassle because it was drivers that keep canceling until finally we had one. And then we got that driver and took us a while to get here because of traffic, and now we're here finally. And we only got a few, probably about almost an hour. We can chill and relax before we head out to Wrigley Field. I'm gonna charge up my phone, and then once we get to Wrigley Field, we'll hit you back up.
Woody class like Yankees, unless they cover spread.
All right, we are coming from the game and waiting on our ride back to the hotel room. They sent us all the way up to the corner, about 3 blocks away from the stadium. I guess because there's a whole lot going on in the back with all the buses, road closures. Once the game let out, it's gonna be a lot of fans on the street. So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting area to wait for a ride share, but we're about to head back to our hotel room, call it a night. It's been a very long day for us. My fiance needs some rest, and she's been up at it, so man, we're gonna catch y'all in the morning. Good morning. It is day 2 of Love on the Go here in Chicago, Illinois. And it came with a huge surprise this morning. It is raining. Now, when we checked the forecast while we was in Atlanta, they said that it was going to be sunny, partly cloudy, all that good stuff. Oh no, they acting like Georgia now. Yep, it's sprinkling, but it don't supposed to last long. So we're about to get started with our day's festivities. This is 4th of July. So yeah, I don't know what's going on today. The city used to have fireworks displays, but because of logistical and budget constraints, they, canceled that for this year. Navy Pier, they're not doing fireworks until tomorrow, because they only do it Wednesdays and Saturdays. So we'll be going to that tomorrow. So today is just gonna be a day just exploring the best way we can, eating, and we're going to the museum. And if weather holds up, we may do a walk at the Riverwalk, but it just all depends on how this weather is. So yeah, so we're gonna make the best out of it, and our ride is on the way, and we're gonna go eat, and then we're gonna start exploring. So we'll catch up with you guys later. We are hungry. We are hungry. We are hungry. Dang, I thought she was gonna chant with me. All right, we just got through eating Wildberry pancakes. It was good, and now we're about to head to the Griffin Museum of Science and Industry.
I'm addicted, baby, I'm addicted. Addicted, Willie, I'm addicted. I'm addicted. Nasema, I'm addicted. I'm addicted, baby, I'm addicted. kuteka kianani. I wanna lick taste of that honey. Ujana mitwenda sote gizani. Kama a rap na rungwa twachani. Na misi wazi toka cause I mean. Body fine smooth tender like margarine. I wanna feel your body, be your daddy, no need to debate. Nataka niwe ndani, we are the usini nime. I like it slow and naughty, girl, you got me screwed, you came away. Oh, I'm addicted, baby, I'm addicted. Addicted, really I'm addicted. I'm addicted. Nasema I'm addicted. I'm addicted. Baby, I'm addicted. Oh my, kutoka na peya na bala. Napiga vile napiga kinyanga. Siyo mara kiga bali masa. I'm gonna do everything niweze kuku please my love. Siyo ni mwingine juu yako. Baby, take it easy now. I wanna feel your body, be your daddy, no need to debate. Nataka niwe ndani, we are the usini nime. I like it slow and naughty, girl, you got me screwed, you came away. I'm addicted.
All right, y'all, we just came from the Museum of Science and Industry. And I must say, when you go to that museum, give yourself at least 3 hours, because it's huge. It's a lot to see. All right. So right now we are waiting on the Metra train, which is gonna come from that way heading into Chicago. And there's a train that's coming, but it's not heading to the place where we want to go. Yeah, we're gonna head down there. We had a great time. Had a great time, baby. We both had a great time. So yeah, 4th of July here in Chicago. It's going to be very terrific. We're heading back into the city and we're going to visit the Cloud Gate, and then we're going to rest up, head to Fogo around the corner, and call it a night. Nobody ain't doing no firework displays around in Chicago, at least the professional ones. Unless you go in the other suburbs where they actually are doing displays. But, however, Navy Pier will have a special 4th of July display on the next day, and we'll be up close and personal for that. So, can't wait. We'll be on the First Lady. Rightfully so. All right. So that's tomorrow, but meantime, between time, we're gonna enjoy the rest of this day, and we'll catch up with you soon. What up, baby? Hello, everybody. We are back in from our first half of the day. We went to Millennium Park, which was awesome. Took a few pictures in front of the Bean, and we went to this place earlier called Wildberry Pancakes, and it was Wildberry delicious. Better than I. Also, we have went to, where else did we go? Oh, we went to the Griffin Museum of Science and Industry. It was a 24-minute Uber. It was like about 25 minutes. And then we took a train back into the city, which wasn't a bad ride at all. It was like 13 minutes. about a few stops, and then we went on to the Cloud Gate, and that was like a 7-minute walk within itself. So we're here, we're about to refresh and get ready to do Fogo, which we don't have to do no rides, no nothing, because it's literally around the corner, 3-minute walk. All right, so how do you feel about the trip so far? You know, this is day 2 of our Chicago trip. So how was it so far for you?
It's been great. It's been good. I've enjoyed all of it.
We can never get right.
It's been good. I've enjoyed it. Got to explore. Got to see the city. I mean, it's been nice. Not too hot. So yeah.
Yeah, it rained earlier, but you know, of course, when it rains, it don't cool off just temporarily, then it heats back up. You know, the summertime. You know what I mean? So, yeah, what are you most ready for? But it's true. You know what I'm saying? That we haven't even done yet. So we still got another day tomorrow. So what are you most excited for tomorrow? Food. Yeah, we got Giordanos on the list, right? I think.
Sure.
I think, yeah.
All right.
But also we have the river cruise, which is going to be a fireworks cruise. We're actually going to Navy Pier because we're going to a restaurant there, and then we're going to hang out there for a little while. Then today, since we did not go to the Chicago Riverwalk, since we're going to be there already tomorrow, that will be the best time to do that. So yeah, since we're already going to be at the Riverwalk tomorrow, we'll probably just do that to kill some time before going on the river cruise, which I think they're going to start boarding at around 7. Before that, we're going to visit the SkyDeck. And as far as I know, the SkyDeck is better than Chicago 360. 360 is where the tilt is. It's really nothing special about the tilt other than the fact that it just tilts you over. You see below the streets, and then they tilt you back. You know, there's nothing special about Chicago 360. However, the SkyDeck has the best view, has best everything. And yeah, it is located in the Willis Tower, I think it's, well, I think Chicago 360 is in the Willis Tower. Either one of them is at the Willis Tower. So yeah, this is, it's gonna be a great ending to our trip. Of course, ending it off, we're going on our cruise. And yeah, pack it up and head back to ghetto Atlanta. So we're about to get refreshed, get dressed, go to Fogo, and call it a night since there are no firework displays, at least in the area. Yeah, we'll get back at you once we are ready to head off to dinner. Right here, Fogo.
You send it up chicken bacon?
Yes. Babe got some last minute fruit. She got oranges, pineapple, and kiwi, which I have no idea that she likes kiwi. All right, we are back in full from Fogo to Chao. And I gotta tell you, that was some delicious food. Boy, I hope we can sleep tonight. But yeah, we're back in, we're chilling like a villain. Got one more day here in Chicago, Maine. And it's gonna be the best day. The last day is always the best day. You know. But anyways, yeah, we're about to call it a night. So we got more festivities tomorrow. Hopefully you have enjoyed this vlog so far. and we are enjoying our time here in Chicago. It's been great so far. Babe has enjoyed it, and yeah, and night we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is day 3, sadly our last day here in Chicago. We leave tomorrow, which is July 6th. Today's July 5th. We woke up early this morning to check in for our flight. So now, fiance is getting very, very hungry. She didn't want to wait till 11. So we're heading out for breakfast now. Then we'll figure out what to do there since everything else is not going to be open till about 10 or 11. After that, after breakfast, we may hit Navy Pier, see what that's about. Hit the Chicago Riverwalk. You know, we gotta eat some pizza before we leave out of here. And yeah, we're gonna savor in the last few moments that we have here in Chicago before we leave and get back to our normal routine in ugly Atlanta. So, big difference from yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, it was raining, but this morning, no clouds in the sky. No clouds in the sky. So we slept almost well last night, only because of the sirens. Like, there was just sirens going off all night. You know, people driving on the roads like it's doggone GTA. And then there was a few that were still shooting fireworks, but that didn't bother too much. But yeah, it was just mainly the sirens. Like, Chicago, they always got something going on here. And it's just sirens everywhere. But it's nothing new like with New York and stuff like that. So yeah, we're about to head to this place called Sunny Side Up, which is a 7-minute walk from here. And that's great because it saves us money on transportation a little bit. So let's do it. Fiance is hungry. She gets mad when she's hungry, so let's. Hello, everybody. We just came back in from our first half of the day. Went to Giordanos. We went to the Chicago Riverwalk, and we have went to some other places. We got souvenirs, and dang, they way over there. So far, despite the fact it's been a very hot day and we've been walking all over the city, we have not yet taken any Ubers or Lyfts today, which is great, and that was the goal for this trip. So yeah, so far so good. We are going to chill, relax, cool down, refreshen up, and then we're going to head to the SkyDeck, which we're going to take the bus there, and then probably going to take the bus to the First Lady. We actually passed the dock to the First Lady, so we know exactly where to go. And then afterwards, after we check out the fireworks, we will be, that'll be the end of our trip. You know, we'll go to sleep, and then guess what? We're going to be taking a train to the airport. Transit here in Chicago is very, very efficient and fast. However, during peak hours or when it's kind of busy because NASCAR is in town today, so there's a lot of people that's here. We was trying to catch one bus. That bus was packed. And I mean packed. You can't even get off the bus nor get on the bus. That's how packed it was. But despite of all that, that's just one route. The next bus came, was definitely empty for sure. But the CTA was working in our favor. We didn't have any incidents. If we missed one bus, the next one came maybe about 8 to 10 minutes later. It wasn't a long wait at all for the buses. We haven't rode the train yet, but we will at some point. The fare for the CTA, I think it's $375. But yeah, we actually did a one-day pass because it was a lot better for us. Since we're gonna be bouncing all over the city, it didn't make any sense to put value on the card. So we just went on ahead and did a one-day CTA Pace Pass, which is $5, which is great. And it gives you unlimited rides all over the city for 24 hours. But you can't not use that unlimited pass on the Metra train. The Metra train is a sold separately ticket, which you can also purchase from the Ventra app, or if you have a Ventra card, which is the card system that they use here in Chicago, similar to Breeze in Atlanta. You have a plastic card, you can buy it at the stations, or you can download that card onto your, from Google, Apple, all of that, and upload the fare there, and then just tap your phone on the bus or the train or whatever, and it'll put you right through. So it was a very easy, convenient, and a very efficient way of riding the system. The buses literally run everywhere in Chicago. I mean, every street, you name it, they run on it. The Pace bus is more so a bus that is like runs in the suburban areas of Chicago. So you'll never see a Pace bus in Chicago. Well, a few of them do come into Chicago, but the only Pace bus that we saw so far was the paratransit buses. Since CTA doesn't have a paratransit service, they use Pace for their paratransit services inside of Chicago. Now, if you're from Chicago, let me know if I'm wrong, because I don't want to put out the wrong details, okay? Leave that in the comments below. But likewise, the transit system was great. We haven't had any safety issues on the Metra or on the CTA buses. I mean, literally what could happen on those buses? They have cameras everywhere. The bus driver is protected. Like if you say hi to the bus driver, they can't even hear you. So, so don't think that the CTA drivers are mean. They just look like that. Because at the end of the day, they just want to get you to where you gotta go and just go from there. So, so that's our experience so far with CTA. It's been a great experience. We haven't had any issues, wasn't afraid of anything or nothing. If we ever go back to Chicago, I wouldn't mind riding transit here. I just wouldn't do it at nighttime because it's just Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wouldn't even ride MARTA at nighttime. That's just how it is. Or even in any place else that has a transit system. I just, you know, if you're a tourist or you're not from that area, I wouldn't take the bus at nighttime. The train is okay, but the bus, yeah, no. I didn't even take the bus nor the train late at night when I was in New York. So that's about it. It's so sad it has to come to an end after tonight. We pretty much did everything that you can ever think about doing in Chicago. I don't know anything else that we can do after tonight. So we did everything that we was planning on doing, and we did it under budget, which we went to restaurants that we was expecting to pay over a course of maybe about $300 total. We went to Giordanos, we went to Fogo, the Chao, which was around the corner from the hotel we were staying in. A lot of great local places to choose from. I mean, you could never go hungry in Chicago. We tried everything that you can imagine. When you come to Chicago, you must try. Like, we just literally had a deep dish pizza. At the baseball game, we both had hot dogs. Well, of course, you have to have that little hot dog with the pickles and the relish and all that kind of stuff.
Babe, I forgot to cancel the lift I had scheduled.
Bruh. Oh, Lord. That lift just came?
No, it's scheduled for 5 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got time to cancel it. At the end of the day, I would, if people tell you about, oh, Chicago is like this and that, I mean, depending on the part of Chicago that you're at or that you go to, yes. If you go on the south side of Chicago or the west side of Chicago, yeah. Don't go in that area. We never been in that area today. We already knew about that area. If you're a tourist, you want to go in that area just to be nosy of how shady it could be, yeah, you can try your life on that if you want to, okay? So my best advice to you guys when you come to Chicago, find a hotel that is downtown, okay? There is hotels near both Midway and O'Hare airports, but Midway is in the south side of Chicago, okay? So if you're trying to find a hotel there, it'll be a lot cheaper, but you're gonna get what you pay for, all right? So, and then you're gonna be so far away from the tourist attractions, which is literally in downtown Chicago. That's just, the hotels near the airports is just not the way to go, unless you go somewhere on the north or wherever those hotels are. So that's one pro tip. The second tip, if you're coming downtown to Chicago, the best airport to come through is Midway, because if you were to take a Lyft or Uber, you can get here, no traffic, within 25 minutes. With traffic, you might have to add some extra time, but Midway is the closest airport to Chicago, downtown Chicago. O'Hare is north of Chicago, where Wrigley Field and all that is at. So it's technically about 30 minutes away from downtown Chicago. So it's a little bit further from Chicago. If you take the train, it'll take you over about an hour to get from O'Hare to Chicago. That same line, the blue line, I think, from O'Hare will take you into Chicago, but it'll take you much longer versus if you take the orange line train that actually goes directly to Midway and will go into downtown, we'll make a loop and then come back to Midway. That's actually the quicker way of going downtown. So that's another one. And like all cities, just be aware of your surroundings. You know, like I said, we haven't had any problems here, safety-wise. Just this morning, I heard that between the 4th of July weekend and now, between July 3rd and now, there has been 43 people that have been shot, 5 are dead. So, but none of that didn't happen. I mean, one of those incidents did happen, you know, here in downtown, but that's just, you know, it shouldn't even happen at all, really. It's very unfortunate that it did, but the rest of the incidents didn't happen in downtown. So that's just something that I wouldn't be afraid of coming here. Of course, yeah, we heard here Chicago having these shootings all over the place. They do have a little violence problem here, but as long as you stay in downtown Chicago, in the safest parts of downtown Chicago, you shouldn't have to worry about none of that. But as far as safety-wise, I mean, literally police is everywhere. Everywhere we went, Chicago police is right there. Not only in the cars, but also they was walking in the sidewalks where that area is most populated. Like, I mean, everywhere we went, we seen a police officer. So, you know, I wouldn't put safety as a big, huge concern to come down here. It's still a very beautiful city to come to, even at nighttime. So just don't let the fear of what you hear about Chicago in the news get you to, you know, keeping you from coming into Chicago. Because really what happened over the 4th of July holidays could happen in any city. It could happen in Atlanta. It could happen in Los Angeles. It could happen in New York. It could happen in Dallas. It could happen anywhere. It could even happen over the country, out of the country. So it's just a matter of just being aware of your surroundings and just, you know, you have a wife, a fiance or whatever, make sure you keep them close. Make sure, you know, you have their backs at all times. Make sure they don't wander around and do stuff and, you know, you're not aware of what they're doing or they're behind you and all of a sudden they disappear. You know, you just have to make sure, you know, as a couple, you stay very, very close. Very, very close to everywhere you go. Chicago, as far as weather, it is very hot. It's summer, so you're not going to get those little fall-like temperatures or spring-like temperatures anywhere, really. It's very hot. It was very hot today. It was slightly hot yesterday, but it did get hot later on in the day. So yeah, Chicago is very hot, but the humidity wasn't too much, but it was there. It was there for a point where if you were to walk, you will be sweating. If I were to choose the best time to come to Chicago, it would be literally spring and summer. Fall, winter, don't try it, bruh. Bruh. Chicago gets snow, it gets hella cold, and we're talking negatives, okay? They experience negative temperatures out here during the fall and winter. Yeah, summer, spring, best time to come to Chicago. As far as hotel prices, of course, hotel prices will always be high around a holiday, but if your criteria of coming down here at a good time as like hotels has something to do with it, then I would suggest maybe April, early May, late July, and also when the kids go back to school, which is August. And of course the fall, because ain't too much anything happens in the fall here other than football season and all that good stuff.
Wanna pesa, wanna tea. Nothing comes for free. And even my girlfriend she need. family. Everything you can handle. When girls you can pick and go. Like a cruise in a Lambo. Provide everything and miss like a shida. Not a foot ahead, kilometer, yeah. Money long, bigger. I wanna be Kanye, wanna be like Jigga, yeah. Miss like a shida. Not a foot ahead, kilometer, yeah. Listen the foot bigger. I wanna be Kanye, wanna be like Jigga, yeah. Paper, it cools my body when I'm tempered. Paper, they give respect anywhere you enter. Paper, makes no sense if you not about the paper. Money long. Money long.
All right, y'all. We have made it to the fireworks cruise.
17th, including food.
And we have to run
hello,
here.
spa credit. Love me or
Because,
hangover massage.
we ain't gonna say why we have to run here.
Why we had to rush?
We ain't gonna say that.
Tickets to the concert, and you'll have a chance to record a guest DJ session for Radio Margaritaville. And all the info, go to SiriusXM.com/.
The Uber driver dropped us off at the wrong point.
This is SkyDeck.
All right, y'all, we're about to call it a night and we're about to call it a trip as well. We are tired, our backs hurt. Hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because when I upload or even when I go on live, you will be the first to know. Thank you for your support and we'll see you next time. Bye. Say bye.
Peace.